report. Happening right now out west is Uber's product event. It is underway. Deirdre Bosa joining us now from San Francisco. Deirdre, when I hear Uber's product event, I'm like, they got a bunch of cars with guys that are going to take me places? What's at the product event?
That's exactly what they want to show off, Brian. Not just cars, their scooters, they're flying off, they're showing off a lot of their new products. And the main thing that we're expecting to hear out of this, Dara Khosrowshahi just taking the stage right now through these doors beside me. We're expected to hear that Uber is overhauling its app. So it's consolidating ride sharing and Eats. It's not just cars here, Brian. There's food as well. They're keeping us well fed because Uber Eats is a major part of Uber's platform. And this is all in the aim of Dara Khosrowshahi, the CEO, trying to tell its stakeholders that Uber can be your go-to app for everything. You can get your food, you can get your taxis, you can even figure out how to go public transport within the Uber app. Of course, Brian, a lot of questions still remain. Take a look at Uber's stock price. It is still trading near record lows. Public market investors have failed to see this vision that private market investors saw and valued the company at $72 billion. Today, it's valued somewhere around $53 billion. So we'll see if this product event really changes the needle or if this is more of the same we've heard for a long time. Uber say that it's a transportation platform. It has a lot of stakeholders to please, though. Investors, in terms of that path to profitability. Riders, in terms of safety. There was that bombshell report from the Washington Post yesterday. We're expecting to hear some safety measures today. And the report basically said that Uber was more invested in protecting the company than it was riders. There's also the driver piece of this, Brian. We've been talking about legislation out here in California, which could raise the cost for the company substantially. What does this product overhaul really do to address some of those bigger questions?
We have more questions. I got a bunch of questions here, Deirdre. Two questions. Number one, lighthearted. One more serious. Where exactly are you? What's the art gallery? Number two, did they talk about anything about a $5.2 billion quarterly loss, arguably one of the biggest quarterly losses in the history of Western capitalism?
Well, to answer your first question, where am I? I think I'm in some kind of warehouse, and I agree with you. This is very splashy. It kind of looks more like an Apple event.
You okay?
I can ask my producer right here, Laura, who goes to the Apple events. It looks pretty similar, right? Yeah, she's nodding. In terms of that $5 billion hit that it took last quarter, remember, Dara Khosrowshahi said that was a once-in-a-lifetime hit. A lot of those were costs with the IPO, but still, Uber is on track to lose billions of dollars. It is in investment mode, and this product event is a very good example of that. It's not just cars. There's scooters. There's Uber Eats, which is losing money. There's freight, which is losing money. There's flying taxis, autonomous vehicles. How do you actually stem those costs? Uber has been going through some layoffs. They eliminated the work anniversary balloons. Is that really going to get at it? I'm not sure, Brian. We are going to sit down with Dara Khosrowshahi once he gets off stage, and we'll certainly be asking him those questions.
Those are great questions. I think I read, and I can't remember the source, and you'll forgive me, $3.38 per Uber Eats delivery is what they lose. I mean, is it simply a measure, Deirdre, now that Uber's become more integrated in our lives? If you've got kids of a certain age, it's a very nice thing to have. You know, you don't have time to take your kids out. Oh, here we can take the Uber. That they just got to raise prices. That they just have to raise the prices for everybody's ride, and then it's going to be okay. But because them and Lyft and a couple of other smaller regional players are in these pricing wars, it's sort of a race to the bottom. They just need to raise the cost of the ride.
Well, you're actually seeing that in ride sharing because as both the Uber and Lyft executive team says, markets are becoming more rational. So the question is, do they eventually come to a place where Uber and Lyft look like the taxi companies with some better technology behind it? You asked me about Eats, though. Yes, their take rate is low, and that's because this is an extremely competitive field. You've got Grubhub, DoorDash, which is very well capitalized, Caviar, which was just sold, but you know, the way that they compete, you said it, it's a race to the bottom. They want to get as much market share as possible, and it's really unclear how long they can keep burning money to do that.
Deirdre Bosa at Uber's Product Day, and we appreciate it. Deirdre, we're going to very much look forward to that big interview with Dara. That is a big one. It's coming up later on CNBC. Thank you very much.